I see. Alright. Thank you for letting me know. Oh my. Is everyone alright back there, driver? Thankfully they are, Rebecca.
Said a voice. Rebecca looked back to see who said that. It wasn't her driver who said it, however. It was the Fat Controller.
Wildish, the accident was partially your fault, Rebecca. I would request that you pay attention to your speed limit to avoid any disturbances. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
Sir Johnathan Hatt looked around at the scene of the accident.
Until the matter is investigated, I'm taking off the express rotation. Henry will have to do the double shifts. Now, if you excuse me, I must talk to a certain blue engine who caused the whole accident itself.
And with a turn on his heel, Sir Johnathan Hatt walked sternly away. Rebecca couldn't help but feel that she had let Sir Johnathan Hatt down.
This rebel behavior stops today, Gordon,
said Sir Johnathan Hatt. After getting a full-fledged confession from Percy, he was most annoyed in the big blue engine.
Lying to Percy is one thing, but to put an engine and its passengers in immediate danger is a whole other scale. Due to this, I am letting you out.
Oh, really? Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I am not finished. I'm letting you out to help Rebecca with the goods traffic, seeing that your little escapade has put her in an awkward position. Henry will be handling the express. And if I hear any other words besides yes sir or no sir, I will send you to the National Collection in York, and I'm sure they will love an NWR AO Pacific in their collection.
Gordon was speechless!
I do not want to have to do that, Gordon, so choose wisely.
That night in the shed, Henry and James were talking to Gordon, and they were not pleased.
This is the most stupidest thing that you've ever done, Gordon.
Well, Rebecca has been a very kind engine, and she's been very good on the express.
But don't you see? I did this to protect us from adding a new member to the group.
Oh, will you stop with that, Gordon? If this is the attitude you have towards new engines, let alone Rebecca, then we might as well kick you out of the group.
You can't do that. I created this group.
And for that, Gordon, until you learn to act sensibly, then you are suspended from the 4 mainline engines group. Do you understand? Unanimous decision, case closed, end of story.
Gordon was appalled and went to sleep. He was still angry the next morning when he arrived at the Knapford Harbour yard. He was also surprised to see Rebecca shunting her own goods train.
What on earth are you doing, Rebecca?
Shunting my trucks with my train. What does it look like I'm doing, Gordon?
Tender engines don't shunt. Where is Diesel and those twins?
Look, I don't have time to deal with your stereotypical beliefs, so either you get your goods or get the Fat Controller mad.
And with that, Rebecca puffed away quickly, leaving Gordon seething with anger.
She thinks she can speak to me like that. She is sorely mistaken. I will show her how a real submarine engine handles trucks.
Gordon should have spoken to himself away from the trucks, as the trucks decided to have a little fun with Gordon.
He thinks he's gonna handle us. Let's remind him who he's going to be handling next.
And the trucks began to book that trip. Meanwhile, Rebecca was puffing down the main line. She was enjoying herself immensely. Even the trucks were enjoying her loving attitude. But that changed quite quickly.
Help, help, help!
Screamed Gordon. The troublesome trucks had caused Gordon to become a runaway.
They're pushing me, they're pushing me!
Hang on, Gordon! I'm on my way!
Said Rebecca. She raced down the line, trying to catch up to Gordon.
On! Faster, faster! Stop!
Wailed Gordon. Just then, Rebecca steamed past Gordon and switched onto his tracks.
Rebecca, what are you doing?
Saving you! What does it look like I'm doing?
All of a sudden, Rebecca stopped and braced for impact. Gordon began to apply his brakes to the best of his abilities. Gordon was nearing closer and closer, his brakes screeching along the tracks and his eyes shut tight, until he hit Rebecca's brake van with a loud thud. He opened his eyes to find that he had stopped.
Phew. Thank you.
Don't mention it, Gordon.
she said as she left for the docks. Later that night, Sir Johnathan went livid with Gordon.
That's it, Gordon. I've had it. I've given you multiple chances and you failed them miserably. Tomorrow I expect you off my railway and on the main line. Do I make myself clear?
As he was about to say yes, another voice was heard.
No, sir. You don't. I beg your pardon? With all due respect, sir, I think Gordon deserves one last chance. He's been here a lot longer than I have, and I'd hate to break up a friendship with the others. And more to the point, a family. Please, sir, let Gordon stay.
Sir Johnathan Hatt pondered for a moment. Then,
Look at me, Gordon. You have a good friend. I recommend you make amends with her. Anyways, this is your third and final warning. After that, Gordon, you are done. Good day.
and Sir Johnathan Hatt left.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Rebecca eyed Gordon suspiciously.
Just know, Gordon, I didn't do this for you. I did this for your friends.
I know, and I'm sorry.
But I must stop here, as there is much more to this story.